Thank you. Good afternoon. This council meeting for the Township of Selwyn for Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024 will come to order. We respectfully acknowledge that we are on the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga and Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to the First Peoples for their care for and teachings about our earth and our relations. May we honor those teachings. Please observe a moment of silence so that council staff and members of the public can quietly reflect on our duty to the community that we are trying to serve. Thank you. Members of the public, staff, presenters, and members of council, please be advised that meetings are broadcast and recorded and made available on the internet. Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? Seeing none, please note that. We have the minutes of our council meeting of December the 12th, 2023, and the special council meeting of December the 14th, 2023. Are there any errors or omissions? Can I have someone move them? Moved by Councillor Henry, seconded by Deputy Mayor Black. All in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Is there any discussion out of the minutes? Seeing none, we'll move on. Madam Clerk, is there any questions that have been posed?
No questions.
Thank you very much. Our first report is from Robert Kelly, and we're talking about telecommunications tower concurrence reports.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and Council. Before you today's report that recommends Council's direction for a letter of concurrence for the two telecommunication towers that we had come before us that originally went through the CRINS process, and due to CRINS not providing adequate servicing, you'll recall in the fall that the CAO had brought a report before you suggesting that we would process these two telecommunication towers through the default former Industry Canada protocol. Those processes have now been complete, and both proponents have requested a letter of concurrence, and report for you before you outlines the general aspects of the public notification and process. And Council had any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them with regard to the report.
All right. Are there any questions? Seeing none, can I have someone move the recommendation? Moved by Councillor Henry, seconded by Councillor Koulis. All in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much. We have a number of consent items. Does anyone want any of them pulled?
Mayor, if we could have 5E pulled, the water and sewer billing update.
Anything else? All right. Let's go to 5E first, and then we'll deal with the others. Councillor Boyko.
Okay, thank you. Through you, Madam Mayor, and probably to Lane. The water and sewer billing, I've received, as everyone else has in Lakefield, the communication, and it was very clear, and I think there shouldn't be too many questions about what is being done and why it's being done. But two questions have struck me when I read that and then the report. One is, with people being billed for the water and sewer every other month as opposed to every month as in the past, some people may find that a little difficult to pay. I don't know what the exact fee is going to be for 2024 and going forward, but north of $200 every other month. And people might wish to set up a system where they pay every month and make it a little bit less every month as opposed to the big chunk every other month. Would there be a provision that would be possible for people to have that option in paying that water and sewer bill?
Yeah, through you, Madam Mayor, we are working through the pre-authorized payment plan to provide a monthly. It the software currently isn't set up to do monthly. It wants to do it every 2 months. But we do have a system, so we will be able to allow for monthly pre-authorized payments.
Okay, good. Thank you. One other follow-up question. It's a separate question actually, but it's with respect to the water and sewer billing. Under the PUG, the people who were renting their hot water tanks saw that as part of their bill as well. Now, my assumption is that those hot water tanks will remain the rental ones will remain the property of the PUG, and they will need to be paid the monthly fee. So how will that be handled? That wasn't clear in the community or even stated in the communication.
Okay, no, through you, Madam Mayor, as you've stated, those rental hot water heaters are the property of Peterborough Utility Services or Peterborough Utility Group. So they will still be responsible for billing them. My understanding is that they were billed monthly because they were on our bill essentially. They're going to switch to a quarterly billing cycle. But that still would be through Peterborough Utility Services.
And those people in Lakefield that have that will receive that bill directly from PUG. It won't come through us at all.
Won't come through us. It'll be through PUC and same account number and everything like that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, I have a question as a result of that. Have the people who are affected by that, have they been advised that there will be an additional bill? Because it could be a bit confusing, having been told they're not going to get them anymore. Now they're getting one. I know it's not our problem, but we are
Yeah,
the go-to.
yeah. To you, Madam Mayor, we're putting together a FAQ, if you will, for our website, so frequently asked questions, and that has been communicated to all the front counter staff. So if there's any inquiry, they'll know about it. It'll be on our website as well. I don't actually know who those individuals are because they're not our customer, but our staff is definitely aware, and they would be able to respond to any of those questions. I can follow up with our contact at PUC just to see what their plan is for advising them.
I appreciate that because, thank you for your question, because council routinely gets calls on this stuff and we're supposed to know about all this. So I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
And if I could make one more comment, while it's great that something like that would be that communication would be put on the website, it'd be great if in the communication could also be put in whatever mailing gets mailed out, because way more people will see it with a personal mailing than would ever check our website. That'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I need someone to move the consent items, including E that was pulled. Councillor Koulis is moving. Councillor Boyko is seconding. All in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much. We're moving on to other new and unfinished business. And before we get to any other new business, we have a special meeting scheduled for February the 1st. We're looking to add an additional agenda item to the budget, which is the building permit fee update. Yes.
Sorry, we'd also like to add the planning fees to that as well. We're going to make every effort to get some information to council for that agenda. So it would be building and planning fees.
Okay. So is everyone okay to add that to the agenda? I need someone to move it. Councillor Henry, Deputy Mayor Black, all in favor? It's carried. Thank you. And now we'll go on to new business. And before I pass it along to my colleagues, I just wanted to give a shout out, Adam, to our public works staff for the yeoman's job that was done over the weekend with this horrific fun weather that we've had to deal with. All of us were in that storm on Friday night, and it was not a fun time driving. I can just imagine what the guys and girls had to go through that were clearing it. So thank you from all of us. If you can pass that on to staff, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right, anybody else that has it? Councillor Henry.
Thank you, through you, Mayor Stennis. On behalf of council, I do want to give a shout out to Mike Richardson, Amy Stevenson, and the Polar Fest Committee for their work in getting us prepared for the upcoming annual Selwyn Polar Fest. This year's event sees previous events returning and a couple of new ones on the calendar. This township-wide event has a long history in our community and would not happen without the support of our local community volunteers and business sponsors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, we're all looking forward to that and wonder what the weather will be like that weekend. And Counselor Coolis is going to be jumping. And she's looking for someone, yeah, she's looking for money. Always. Anyways, so yeah, good for you for representing us because you're a better person than I am for jumping in that cold water. That's right. All right, so we have bylaws now, 20, Madam Clerk.
Sorry, so we have bylaw 1, the borrowing bylaw, number 2, the interim tax levy bylaw, and bylaw number 3, the authorizing bylaw for the Humane Society agreement.
Right, so I look for someone to move those bylaws. Counselor Boyko, Counselor Coolis, all in favor? It's carried, thank you. I'm looking for a confirming bylaw. Counselor Henry, Deputy Mayor Black, all in favor? That's carried. And a motion to adjourn. Counselor Henry. Counselor Coolis seconding, all in favor? That's carried. I think we have a record. Yep. Yeah. There you go. That's great. I've got 112, 12 minutes. Yeah. No.